Alright, everybody. Milk Steelers tapping in. I'm in a very spoiled 2% skim mood right now. Something I want to get off my chest. I'm sure y'all familiar with what is called you reap what you sow. Everybody knows the saying, but not everybody seems to want to believe or accept that it actually exists. It goes hand in hand. You reap what you sow. What you put out, you get back. You get what you earn what you get. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to admit that there's things that happens beyond our control, but there's a lot of things that be in control, our possession, our grasp, our depths and grasp of comprehension. Things that usually we try to wonder why certain things is happening to me. 9 times out of 10 is actually happening because of something we actually did or contribute. For example, if I'm just walking down the street and just smack somebody up for no reason, numerous waves of consequences and repercussions can go from that. That person can end up swinging back on me, fucking me up, making a phone call, have people run up on me, or they might just be the big person and don't do anything. But this is where karma comes in. That's another thing people don't like to believe in, some people, that karma doesn't exist, which I do find interesting. The same people who I've spoke to, whether personally or platonically, have said they don't believe in karma, but yet they believe in free will. How you believe in free will, but there isn't a fail-safe to actually balance those who abuse the free will that's been given to each and every one of us? Well, you think the law of man is the only shit that we answer to or answer for? Before there was the laws of man, it was the laws of God, laws of the universe. Meaning that when we do some shit we ain't got no business, sooner or later we're gonna have to answer for that shit, and karma's gonna come to our door and fucking collect. But back to what I was saying, back to the blueprints. What up, family?
Oh, well.
Where if I ran down on someone on the street, just put my hands on them, violating their space and boundary for no reason, it could either lead to them hitting me back themselves, them making a phone call, or they might not even do anything. They just be the bigger person and walk away. But while I'm feeling all confident and have my chest poked out for violating somebody unjustly, the same thing I did to this gentleman over here, somebody kind of fucking me up 5, 10 blocks down the street around the corner because of the same karma that I delivered initiatively now came back to collect what I abused.
Because you was looking for trouble and trouble came
find me. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
All right. So the fat angry fuck is about to chime in now. All right. This is about to happen. You know what I mean?
highly.
I'm only gonna take one. I'm gonna take one. When you do something, ooh, yeah, kind of hit. When you do something, and oh shit, woo, shit.
You edit that out.
Okay. Anyway, when you do something that you know is gonna have consequences, and you get hit with those consequences, don't get mad.
Okay.
Deal with the consequence.
Deal with it.
So with everything that's happening, if you get mad because something happened to you when you did a specific action, understand how stupid you look, because you're getting mad at the consequence to that action. So when you lie to your friends, when you lie to yourself, when you do shit, underhanded shit, and you get hit with the consequence, why are you mad?
I'm mad because I got caught.
I'm mad because I had to look at. I'm mad because I had to look at myself for something I brought onto myself.
I'm mad because when I look in the mirror, that nigga ain't sexy to me.
Here's what it is, right?
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is, right? This is the reason why people get mad when they get caught up. This is the reason. Ready for this? It's because they can't deflect responsibility. So when you owe somebody money and you block them on Facebook, you know you're being a bum for not paying that person back.
Right.
Exactly.
So if the consequence was you getting beat the fuck up because you don't want to pay back your dues,
That was well deserved.
and then you get mad because he beat you up for not paying him back, reap what you sow.
Well deserved.
If you sit there and you talk to some girl that you know your boy was interested in, and then that girl that you were so desperate to get behind your boy's back cheated on you, not only did your boy dodge a bullet, but karma sure as hell backfisted the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Reap what you sow.
I got a question for the people though.
All right.
My question for you is
Talk a little louder, homie.
which sewer are you? Are you the machine or are you knitting?
Say that one more time, louder for them to make sure they all.
Which
catch
one
it.
are you? Are you using the machine or are you knitting?
Look,
Gotta let that marinate
Look,
for
look.
a second.
I'm gonna let them answer that.
Exactly.
I'm gonna let them answer that. But what I'm gonna add to this
Talk to him.
is that if you do something that you know goddamn well is going to have a bad consequence for you, and yet you do it, and that consequence happens to you, and you get mad, that comes to show your immaturity. That shows so much about you, your character, all that
Especially
is put in a negative light.
especially when people be on that I don't give a fuck attitude.
Oh, they only on that I don't give a fuck attitude when they're not caught. The moment that they get caught doing some shit, that I don't give a fuck attitude goes out the window.
And now they're like, why me? Why
Now,
this happened to me?
now they'll be like, oh, I didn't deserve this. Yes, the fuck you did.
It was well deserved.
You deserved every bit of that shit.
Like I said in one of the last videos, I'm the one blaming y'all for the forest burning down, but I'm the one walking with the box of matches in my back pocket.
If you here and that's just talking in terms of like a relationship or something like that, right? So let's just talk about in terms of just things in general, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant
Right.
in general.
Let's talk about things in general, right?
Right.
Let's go a different direction.
Absolutely.
So if I tell you, Tev, yo, Tev, I'm about to go to this party, bro, right at this address. I give you the wrong address because I just want to send you to some other shit.
Right.
But I called you my boy just 3 days ago. Next thing you know, you do the same shit to me. But I get mad at you because you did that to me. Reap what you sow. Stop making it seem like it's always somebody else's fault. When something happens to you, when you do something shitty. This boils down to personal accountability
Absolutely.
that nobody seems to have. Because we deflect so much of it that we can't even deal with our own consequences anymore.
Nobody
They believe they own lies. They're convinced.
Nobody in this generation likes to point the finger at themselves. They like to point it at others.
Yeah.
You, but not I.
But look at the rhetoric of the finger pointing. Every one finger that's we pointing at is 3 pointing back at us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that one more time. For every one finger we doing like this, judging, being prejudiced, stereotyping, stigmatizing, there's 3 more fingers exchanging back. 3 more. So usually if you quick to judge someone on their flaws, their faults, their vices or mishaps, make sure that you checking your own shit too. Because Sooner or later, karma comes knocking at your door, and each and every one of us had karma, whether good or bad, was coming to collect.
For every action, there's a reaction.
And Karma don't be on no ding dong this shit. She be like, hello, surprise.
And every time you do shit, there is a consequence. If you can't even understand that fucking basic concept,
You want me to give us a one up on that concept?
Yeah.
Karma is a universal restaurant, like on some Denny's, Friendlies, or Applebee's type shit. It don't serve you what you want, IHOP. It don't serve you what you want. It serves you what you deserve.
if you don't even understand the basic concept that when you do something and something happens to you, then maybe you should just take 5 seconds to fucking think and maybe not do that action. Because you could do the action, but are you about that action? And a lot of people aren't.
Yeah.
Because being about that action is being ready to accept the consequences from it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's being about the action, not just doing it, but being ready to accept the consequence from it.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you gonna do? You just gonna just turn tail and run the moment you gotta start taking accountability? Because that's what it seems like what everybody else is doing.
Like, okay, even though I never did this personally, I mean, I'm sure the opportunity's been there, but think, goodness for like good examples, good influences and all that.
Yeah.
Like how we talk about, for instance, relationships. Let's say there's a hot chick. She's hot, but let's say Tev, Mr. Angry Rants, and other brohams is trying to tell the milk stealer, yo, you gotta watch out for that girl. She may be hot, but she don't have a good rap sheet. People that are not just valid and loyal brethren are trying to put me on to something unsavory, but they're known for not trying to tell me things for nothing. And I still go, well, let me go see for myself. Now, like 3, 6, 10 months or more later, I'm over here talking about I'm heartbroken and shit. But the whole time, the blueprints was being pointed out to me. Yo, milk stealer, watch out for her. Right. Yo, Wolf, watch out for her. Yo, Wolf, watch out for her. She's bad news. But I'm still chasing behind the bad news I was warned about, and now I'm crying about what I was warned about after the repercussions blew up in my face. And I was told the whole time.
If you can't take the consequence, don't do the action.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got nothing left to say.
Yo, majority of you motherfuckers be looking funny doing shit that y'all ain't even supposed to be doing any fucking way.
Right.
I love having the ending because it's my favorite part. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of it. That was Reap What You Sow, and Milk Stealer, Angry Rant, and it's your boy Stevie, and we out.